I'm going to make everybody a little bit crazy here, but I'm going to shockingly go off script for just a second. I love this agency. I love its people. I love your spirit and your desire to always step up. I've had so many incredible opportunities in my lifetime, but none more special than to represent you. I stand here before you without the right words. It was just 118 days ago. We were in Auburn, Indiana, honoring the life of Trooper James Bailey, which seems like just last week. Now today, here we are, to honor a beautiful and incredible life of Trooper Aaron Smith. While Aaron began his state police journey in 2018, it seems much longer ago than that, at least to me. You see, Aaron had a strong presence, a perpetual drive to succeed, and a way of communicating which distinguished him in a very unique way. I even learned some more about that skill today. A couple years into his ISP career, Aaron decided to leave our ranks and pursue an opportunity in the private sector. I was not about to let him go without sitting with me to discuss why he had chosen to leave the ISP, so I did. He sat with me and explained his desire to be with his wife, Megan. Shockingly, a stable schedule. More time at home and an opportunity to join a family business. Within just a few minutes of my discussion with Aaron, I knew two things. One, there was no way I was going to be able to talk him out of this decision to leave. Second, he'll ask to come back. I would look forward to and gladly approve that request when it did. You see, there was something about him that stood out, that made him special. And it was so obvious to me that he cared so deeply about others. Aaron left the ISP on October the 21st, 2021. And Tony, I'm sorry, but sure enough, 4 months later, I received a letter from him requesting to return and become a trooper again. Needless to say, I was thrilled, as were Aaron's command. His peers, community members. I sat with Aaron and Megan to again talk about why he wanted to return. And every question I asked was rhetorical. And they knocked it out of the park. Both Aaron and Megan were so committed to not only the ISP, but to the service of others. And it was very apparent that they were both all in. Megan, I oftentimes wish I had a crystal ball. In this most complicated life that seems to be filled with unending sadness and grief. Sorry. Last Wednesday, June 28th, in the evening hours, Trooper Aaron Smith was intentionally struck and killed. Like so many of you, I remember where I was when I yet again received that first phone call from Colonel French. Again, the trip to the hospital was brutal. Please bear with me for just a couple minutes, because the events over the course of the next several hours had a profound, beautiful effect on me, my wife Carol, and daughter Leanne, and I know many of you that are certainly worthy of being told. When I arrived at the Sally Port at Eskenazi Hospital, there was a flurry of activity. Troopers, great IMPD officers, security personnel were everywhere. I could see and feel the sadness in their eyes, and many had just an empty stare that all of us know. We established a family area so the family could have space and time they would need as they began to arrive. I was told that Megan was arriving with Jonathan near the Sally Port. As I exited the doors of the ER, I greeted Megan as she was overcome with emotion, unimaginable sadness, and confusion. Soon after, Gary, Cynthia, Hope, Taylor, and Chad arrived. Once Patty, Jeremy, and the other brothers arrived, Tony, arrived in the private room, there was a point in time when the family shifted their focus to us, to you. I will never be able to properly articulate what I witnessed, but it was something I had never experienced before. My dear friend, Rick Snyder, was in the room with me and with his family the entire evening. And we both mentioned each other on multiple occasions that what was happening was unbelievable. We watched this family with a depth of faith that I can't physically understand, emotionally understand. I just can't. We took the family down to see Aaron in the ER in groups. Every single time a prayer was said, and every single time they included us. Can't tell you what that meant. It was one of the most beautiful yet gut-wrenching experiences of my lifetime. Megan even made the comment that she knows where Aaron is. She does not even think he would want to come back. She does not think he would want to come back because he is now in the presence of God. I don't know about you, but I cannot imagine my faith being that strong. I wish I could. Especially at that time and under those circumstances. Because of you, I watched and I listened, and I know it's possible. Megan, you and your entire family have inspired us and offered us hope through faith by the way you live your life. We're eternally grateful. Patty. Our phone call and your text to Carol and I, checking on us over the weekend, is another example that kindness and faith are cornerstones of your life. inextricably connected to us, whether you like it or not. And while we might be apart through distance or time, we will never abandon other troopers were invited to participate in the 4th festivities in the city of Franklin last Monday night with the Smith and Bunting families. What an amazing experience it was to see the entire community surround such a special family while recognizing the service and sacrifice of Aaron Smith. I have said this hundreds of times, but I am so blessed to be a part of the Indiana State Police. In times of unspeakable sadness, you step up and you step into a crisis with empathy, compassion, and without fear of showing your own emotions. I'm glad you know you're human. You do what must be done without question and with absolute and unapologetic purpose. And while we tend to fuss with each other when things are good, there is no better group of public servants in times of crisis. Please never doubt your value, no matter how you contribute. The night Aaron was killed, 2 troopers and 2 civilian interns witnessed firsthand the intentional act that took Aaron's life. Our dispatchers watched in horror as they witnessed the outcome on traffic cameras. To the dozens of troopers, detectives, CSIs, IMPD officers, medical personnel on scene at Eskenazi were just tremendous. All the other agencies that responded to help in any way they could, please accept this family's thanks. If you are hearing my message today, whether an employee, a family member, or a friend, please never hesitate to reach out for help or guidance. Remember, what you do is not normal, so I hope you will lean on others in these very difficult times. Megan and the entire family, as the page is turned in this chapter of Aaron's life, you are all owed a debt of sincere gratitude for sharing him with us. There have now been 49 members of the Indiana State Police that have died or been killed in the line of duty. The surviving family members of those that remain are the only ones who truly understand your grief. As time goes by, please lean on them. They will be here for you always, and they can help you along the way. Many of them are even here today. May you all find solace in knowing that Aaron has now found and is experiencing eternal rest in the presence of God. He will watch over you and be with you in ways that we cannot humanly understand. May we all continue to perpetuate our memories of Aaron until our final day when we see him again.